Good evening, or good afternoon, rather. I'm sorry, it's barely afternoon. What the hell am I saying good evening? I don't even know what the hell time it is. Had to get some things taken care of today, and this is one of them things. So, yeah. I decided I'm going to throw a lot more of myself into this, and I'm starting to have second thoughts. Maybe going back to work like this full time again wasn't the greatest idea I've had. You don't know until you try, and it's certain things fall by the wayside. If I'm going to undertake that again, I'm 60. I can only spread myself so thin. So it's priorities, right? And a normal person or average person, your priority is going to be, you got to go to work. But by now, at 60, I'm not in a position where that's my only option. It's not like I have to do that. I don't have to do that. So, on the one hand, I like to be productive. I like to be in a shop environment with other people. I like that. I'm not a hyper-social person, but I'm not completely antisocial either. So I kind of like that. I like all of that, man. And I like turning wrenches. And it's actually good for me. It's actually good for me. It actually is getting me into a form or condition of shape that I had lost, that I started falling away from. So that's always good when you get older. Anything you can find that you can return to, that once used to be pretty simple for you and everyday fare, now is challenging. Well, you should seek out these challenges as much as you can. It's only going to make you better. And I think cognitively it's good. Problem solving like that all day long problem solving. I think that's a good, healthy thing to do as an older guy. And the stress isn't really there because I don't have to do it. I don't have to. It's not like if I don't do it that I'm going to be broke. It's not going to happen like that. So I have alternatives and resources. And you would expect that by this age, if I didn't, that wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good. Oh, I'm starting to believe that, that I don't know. If you start to roll stress into it, if you start to roll stressors into the equation that don't need to be there, and like I said, it's different now for me because now I don't have to have those stressors in my life. I'm making an election to go out there and do that every day, which that's cool, that's great, loving it. But if it starts to get that it's a pain in the ass and it's additional stress, then, where am I going to cut that off and say, you know what, I don't really need that? Does it get to a point where the stress and the aggravation of it, just the encumberment of it, now is equal to or exceeding the value that I get out of it? It's not like I have to. So, and again, if you have to, I understand that. This is the first time that I've never really had to. So, but things that fall by the wayside are like training. And there's multitude of ways I engage and attack training. I want to get back into traditional goju-ryu training. I want to spend more time on my speed bag and my heavy bag. I want to do formal, old school Japanese goju-ryu training, classical training. I want to get back into that more. And I want to step this up here. I want to step this up. Here on Patreon and on YouTube, I want to step things up. And in light of that, I have this idea. It's just this thing came to me and I'm super motivated about it. And that is that I want to take on this. It's going to be a day-to-day thing. And I've spoke about this before, but I never really felt I wasn't really energized to really get it off the ground and get running with it. Really wasn't in the right frame of mind for it, but I am now. I really am. I'm excited about it. And I've already reached out and made contact with a bunch of people, companies, and it comes down to people. It's all about people that run these companies, people that I respect and that I appreciate and like, that I want to, try to include. Yeah. And it makes it easier for me, that's for sure, to keep the flow of all the things that I need to have on hand. And at the same time, these are products and companies that I choose to use myself, utilize myself. So if I'm going to go out there and buy it anyway, I'm going to use it anyway, which I do and have, then, it's a no-brainer for me. If they're willing to supply me with product, or in exchange for, I'm going to feature their product, which is going to get featured anyway. But, then I can have a link where we can get a discount, which, I get a great discount from some companies because I don't really get any I don't accept monetary consideration out of it. So like a lot of these discount codes these other people have, they'll give you 15% off or whatever they're giving you, they're getting a piece. So that's why you're getting what you're getting. If they didn't get anything, you could probably get an even better discount. You know what I mean? So in my case, I prefer to pass along the best discount I can get, because I'm grateful to get the product. Now, why wouldn't I be grateful to get the product? It saves me plenty of money, and the hassle of having to go get it, obtain it, or have it shipped or whatever, right? So why wouldn't I? Well, because most people that do this kind of thing with these companies, they want this. They want this. They don't particularly use their products, not in every case. Some of these other companies, they don't particularly use the product. They don't particularly favor the product. They're just putting videos up because they're getting compensated for it. That's the company that'll work with them. That's the company that'll work with them. Maybe it's not that way 100% of the time, but I damn sure think it's 98% of the time that's how it is. So it's a win-win all the way around. It's a win if you guys want to use the same shit that I'm using, which if you trust me and you afford me any integrity, which I think you should. I don't have a lot of these. I have my own character flaws and deficiencies that I need to work on, but none of them involve actual having to get a pat on the back by anybody. You know what I mean? None of them involve me actually having to kowtow or to create something just because I wanted to appeal to people. I don't care about that. I do what I do. If you can relate and dig it, then we can all, have this interaction together. Then that's cool. And that's how it's always been. You've never seen me say on a video, hey, don't forget to like and subscribe. I don't do that. But this thing I'm getting ready to do, it just happens to be that I think that it's going, and it's not like I don't know what would get the most views. I have videos that have 500,000 views. I have videos that have 100,000 views. I have videos that have 10,000 views. I have videos that have 40,000 views. I have videos that only have a couple thousand views. Don't you think by now, after these years, I know which videos are going to do how. I know what they're going to do as I post them. I know what they're going to do based on what the content is. And I've never just said, okay, I'm going to channel in and just target for max views. No, I'm not about that. I want to do what I want to do. I already know when I put out like a positive, a motivational, an uplifting type of video, I already know that's not going to get the same kind of view, the same numbers as if I just do a stupid ass, well, here's how you curl a fucking barbell. I know that son of a bitch will get views. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to, I would get bored with it. I would lose my motivation if that's what I did. More power to people to do that, and that's what most of them are about. But I can't get down like that. It doesn't do anything for me. I don't get anything at all out of it. So it just happens to be just a coincidence, which I don't typically believe in at all, coincidences. But it just happens to be that this content that I'm getting ready to undertake, that I'm really into it, I really want to do it. But it also just happens to be that it's of a nature that I believe is going to get a lot of views, are going to be appealing to a lot of people. And again, what does that mean? Because some of what I think are some of my best videos, they don't do that well. The things I think are most important, messages and stuff, they don't do that well, but I think that they reach the people they're intended to reach. So I consider it a win. So just because it's going to get a ton more views or it gets more views, it doesn't make it a better video in my book, and it doesn't make it any more of a win in my book. but it's not going to be like I won't accept that. It's just going to be, just so happen to be that I think that it's going to have much more broader appeal because of the nature of the content, but I'm down with it. It's what I want to do. I'm motivated by it. And it's finally going to be, I've threatened to do it for a long time, but everything's right now. It's going to happen to be a daily or almost daily. Maybe there won't be a video posted on off days, non-training days, but maybe there will sometimes. There's no real hard, fast rule. But I'm going to cover the training days, and it's going to show the nutrition, it's going to show the exercises, it's going to show some other shit throughout the day, and all that kind of crap. How I approach cardio, if I include it, and when I include it, how much, and blah, blah, blah. And it's going to be progressive. It's going to be progressive. And it'll be a wide variety of training, but it will be the training that I do. There will be more than weightlifting involved, but that weightlifting is going to be there. It's kind of the foundation and the crux of it, but there's going to be other things too, other exercise-related engagements. So that's what's going on. I know I haven't posted for a while. There are probably people that could care less, or could not care less, but there are probably also people that, wishing I posted more. So at least for people wishing I posted more, this is going to be, I think you'll be pleased with this, because it's going to be a much larger bit of content. And I'm going to be quite honest with you. For the first time ever, I can engage something like this and approach something like this with the mentality and the outlook that, if my work now gets in the way, the training's still going to happen, the nutrition's going to happen, all that's going to happen. Work should happen. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm, my approach to the business work and my outlook and my paradigm, maybe it's time for me not to be out there doing this anymore like that. Maybe I still do get some enjoyment out of it, but like I said, man, I'm in that position where if it's going to add stress to my life and it's going to become a pain in my ass over shit that, in my opinion, shouldn't be aggravating whatsoever, it need not be there, it doesn't add anything productive into it, then, save it for later. I mean, for somebody else that really needs to do it, And it's nothing, no hard feelings, it wasn't intentional. It's just that if it starts to grind against me a little, I'm tired of that, man. I'm not gonna push up against it anymore. I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna become invested in it to that degree where, it affects me, mentally or emotionally, or just it becomes an irritant to me. I'm not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen. Anyway, but this video thing I'm getting ready to do, I'm hyped about this. So I'm going down. My new critical path is to follow and engage along with what I benefit from emotionally, physically, spiritually, what I enjoy, because it's my frigging life. And let's face it, it doesn't go on forever. Not here, not in this form, not in this physical realm. We're only here for the time we're here. Nobody knows how long that is. So live now, or, roll the dice, roll the bones, and, and go ahead and put off living and see how that works out. Maybe it'll work out. Maybe you'll make that gamble. I did plenty of working in my day. Plenty of working, man. And so I understand it. All right, you guys take care. I'm out of here. Something's flashing. Cards either full or batteries running down. But a lot of new shit going on. I got a new camera, a 360 thing I'm going to be using on the motorcycle. You're not going to believe what that looks like. It's like having two cameras film you at once, and it looks like it's a drone following you around. Maybe you've seen them on the back of a motorcycle you're riding, and you can see everything. You can't see a camera stick, a stick for it. You can't see anything like that. And then it's a whole side view and a whole top view, or, yeah, it's pretty awesome. So there's going to be a lot of new stuff. It's just as appealing to me right now. Take you guys to Gettysburg Bike Week with me. It's going to be cool. All right, that's it. I'm out of here. Hope you had an awesome weekend. Hope you're having a great Monday. Take care, and I will be back soon. And I know I've been threatening to do it for a long time, but I really am doing it this time. We're going to do something cool, and it's going to be a day-to-day progressive thing where you can train along with me if you so desire. All right, take care. I'm out of here.